So I want to talk about a couple of takeaways from my new book, Finding New Life After the Death of My Son. The first one is I've come to see my son Thomas, he bought a single Xanax pill on Snapchat for $15. And it was not a Xanax. It was 3 times a lethal dose of fentanyl. He died in his bed, and we found him the next morning. So here's some takeaways from the book. First, I've come to see that my son's death is part of the overall pattern of my life. Carl Jung called it an individuation process, where we have a lifelong process of discovering who we are and what we're about. The second thing I learned is we have to develop truthful grievance stories about being angry and being forgiving, about forgiving ourselves, forgiving the people that have negatively impacted us. I mean, we met the person in court who killed our son. My wife and I, by the grace of God, were able to forgive him. And I think I'll just focus on that. That's the third one, is the power of forgiveness to release you. And forgiveness doesn't mean you have to rebuild the relationship with the other person, but you take the hook out of your chest. You free yourself. If you're worrying about something that happened 50 years ago and renting too much psychological space to it, it's negative. It draws you down. So I encourage you to go out, Finding New Life After the Death of My Son, available on Amazon.com.